So Lil Uzi Vert didn't make the worst of list for his track despite the song lacking imagination. No, we save these spots for rappers who actually deserve to be here. Thinking of some of the tracks that have come before this song and some of the ones that will come after this, a part of me can actually see why some people would gravitate towards those songs and actively listen to them. This one, on the other hand, I don't have a clue. I've made myself listen to this song constantly and I just cannot find a reason at all for the popularity of this song. I don't know if the instrumentation was aiming to be dark, but this doesn't have any eerie vibes to it at all. You're going to need a lot more than interchangeable trap music and an out of place flute in order to make that work. And of course, the lyrics. And I had the gall to call parts of Believer unimaginable. This takes that to a whole different level entirely. It's a Future song, so you know what you're gonna get. Drugs, alcohol, cash, jewelry, luxurious opulence, all delivered in a comatose flow and style that will drain all sense of life out of your body within an instant. I will say this though, there is one funny part about how Future would never chase a bitch. Yeah, whatever you say, Future. Whatever you say. You didn't expect this worst of list to not have Post Malone on it, did you? There are a plethora of artists who only ever seem to make an impact stateside that the UK has enough common sense in order to make sure that those people never cross over and gain hit singles here. The consumers seem to have their wits about them when it came to congratulations, but along the way they were lost immediately, and this garnered so much popularity that it became Post Malone's and 21 Savage's first #1 hit song in the UK for a month. I have to ask you people, why did you let this happen? What part of Malone's clear lack of conviction in his warbled, dreary delivery did you find appealing? Where in the unconvincing, dreadful lyrics that don't pertain to a rock star image and lifestyle and his laughable comparisons to himself and Jim Morrison did you enjoy so much? Oh, I get it. Girls, you like the part where he boasted about fucking hoes. And guys, you like the part where he boasted about fucking your girl. No, hang on a second. No, that can't be it at all. Oh, maybe it was when 21 Savage admitted to physically beating some woman, ripping at her hair, all the while claiming to feel like a pop star on a song called Rockstar. And look, have I made my point clear enough? Plus, it's another trap instrumentation track that is devoid of life, energy, purpose, and is the furthest thing away from rock music as it is humanly possible because, well, of course it is. People, those who don't learn from history are doomed to repeat it. So people, please, for the sake of the state of music in 2018 to come, don't let this happen again. Do you know what I've suddenly realised? Rap music really suffered this year. I thought Rockstar was as bad as it could get. Oh, I was wrong. I was so wrong. I really am getting fucking sick and tired of this now. Give Post Malone only the most modicum of credibility. At least there's some sense of rhythm in his delivery. This, I just give up. I really do. I actually cannot see anyone listening to this out of pure enjoyment because there's nothing of any sort of worth or value to be extracted from this track. There seemed to be a trend of trap/rap songs this year which all had one thing in common, and that was to sound as bored, unenthusiastic and lifeless as humanly possible, and J Hus, in my view, is the worst offender out of the bunch. This song is like an amalgamation of other rap songs on this list compiled into one song. The dreadful vocals from Mask Off, the incomprehensible lyricism that lacks any meaning and sense from No Lie, and the spineless instrumentation and production from Rockstar. It truly does blow my mind when I try and figure out how this got as much traction as it did. It's certainly not in the music with its pathetic steel drum effects, and it most definitely isn't to be found in the lyrics, which seem to be about going to and leaving a club in 2 separate cars. Okay? So what? And being hypnotised by some woman's ass whilst claiming that he'd be a genius if he didn't stop thinking with his dick. Alright, J Hus, I guess delusion becomes some. Back during the mid-year video I made, I passed comment on a certain song. If I remember correctly, I think I said something to the effect of, guess what's making my worst hit songs of 2017 list? Well, here it is, people. This song actually makes me physically sick. I fucking detest this song. It's fucking disgusting. It's absolutely fucking putrid beyond belief. I'm actually finding it impossible to start this segment out with any sort of poise or intelligent commentary, but that is how I honestly feel. Seriously, what the fuck was wrong with you people? This is a fucking mess. Want me to start counting the ways? Fine. There's absolutely no cohesion, no form, no semblance of anything remotely resembling order or consistent ideas. Derulo's presence in every nook and cranny of this song is obnoxious and layered with this gratuitous, vulgar aura that it makes my skin crawl. In particular, that disgusting falsetto in the end of the song, and Nicki Minaj's contribution, as usual, on pretty much every song she appears on is fucking junk. But the lyrics, that's where I'm drawing the fucking line here. Let's not beat around the bush here, people. Does anyone really believe that this song is about gathering a bunch of women together to get drunk? Give me a fucking break. To anyone with even the most minute of functioning brain cells can tell that this is nothing more than Derulo wanting a group of women around him so he can bust one in their mouths, then fuck them off afterwards. Derulo, from the bottom of my heart, just die already. This, ladies and gentlemen, was the worst rap song to make the year-end 100 list. Whilst it may surprise some people that this song is so high on this list, it should come as no surprise to anyone that it's even here in the first place. There was a reason why I actively chose not to listen to the most recent Drake album slash mixtape slash whatever the fuck, especially after Views. It's because of the worry that something like this would come along. This track became popular around the time that the rules of the OCC changed and many songs from Drake's project charted in the top 40. And all I can say is thank Christ for those changes. Folks, this is an absolute abortion of a track, and I'm making it official here. This is the worst song that Drake has ever done. There's absolutely nothing good going on in this song. Once you get over this whiny little pissant millionaire crying about being surrounded by fake people showing fake love, which I don't fucking care. Get some priorities, please, Drake. You are overwhelmed by his off-kilter, off-time, sloppy vocal performance where he's barely keeping time with the music. If you even want to call it music. It's fucking atrocious, this instrumentation, consisting of this tinny, clattering steel drum overlay where not a single note forms a single cohesive, pleasant sound. Nor does it match up with, of course, drum beats that have to go down as the laziest drum beats of all time. And finally, that whooping effect that's thrown in at the most random of places that have no rhyme or reason for being there at all. This just induces the most monumental fucking headache imaginable. How can anything be worse than this? Do you even want that question answering? This was a no-brainer straight from the beginning. I knew immediately what was going to top this list from the very second the year-end list was released, and it couldn't have been anything else. If you thought that Katy Perry tanked badly in 2017, there was only one person out there who crashed and burned even harder, and that was her arch rival. All I can say on this one is this. Taylor Swift, look what you made me do. Guys, girls, this is it. It finally happened. Taylor Swift has officially gone off the deep end. She's reached the point of no return. She's driven headfirst off the cliff and into the abyss, and nothing is going to salvage this one. This is the worst song that Taylor Swift has ever done, and I'll be amazed if she'll ever be able to top this. I don't think I can add anything more onto what pretty much everyone else has already said about this track, including myself. A song that has pretty much been included on everybody's worst hit songs of 2017 list, and honestly, you shouldn't be surprised. Overall, this song is just nasty, and not in a way that can make a song appealing. Once you recover from the terrible framing of the song where, once again, Swift is playing the professional victim card, you have to deal with the terrible Right Said Fred's I'm Too Sexy sample, which doesn't mesh well with the instrumentation at all, which is an amalgamation of about 98 different ideas that don't coincide with each other whatsoever, and gives you the overwhelming urge to drive your head straight through a brick wall. Then you have the laughable spoken piece towards the end of the track. Then before you get over all of that, there's the childishness of the lyrics, which is pretty much a staple of all of Taylor Swift's revenge anthems. And then you realise this is nothing new for Swift. This is shit that she's been pumping out for years, and you know that she's going to continue to do so for years to come. You know nothing is ever going to change, and this shit's just going to keep on multiplying from Little Miss Swift. The fact that this topped the charts for 2 weeks, which made it her first UK #1 hit, is truly depressing. The one crumb of comfort, however, I can take from this is the fact that this song sunk so hard. The album which this came from pretty much did the same thing, and that she hasn't recovered, nor has she come off well from this. Swift may have dealt herself a terrible blow here that will affect her standing for some time. And that, folks, that truly makes me happy. And there it is. Look What You Made Me Do by Taylor Swift. Hands down, the worst hit song of 2017. As always, that felt like a good release. Well, anyway, there you go. Those were my top 10 worst hit songs of 2017. What do you guys and girls think? Did you like these songs? Did you hate these songs? Do you agree with my opinions? Do you disagree with them? However you feel, leave your opinions in the comment section below. I welcome all comments, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Next up, the best hit songs of 2017 list. That's always enjoyable. And I'm sure that I'm going to put a few inclusions on there that are going to piss some people off. But hey, that's what making these sort of lists enjoyable. And until next time, I'm That Song Review Guy. Hope you people have a great 2018. And take care.